Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Mitch. And yes, I'm live, finally. I've been live all along, but not on here. A nice crowd. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. I've been watching the chat, and there was a lot of that. But without further ado, let me start pushing buttons here. And drink it if you got it. And Nelson's here. What a surprise. What a surprise, Nelson. How are you, my friend? Yes, I saw your question when it went by. This is something new. This is giving all the poor wandering souls out there at 6 a.m. looking for a place to be, left from our friend Kiltz's change to 9 a.m. and giving them a place to come and have a cup of coffee and chat with their friends until I start at 7. And so far, so good. Today's the second day of it, but really glad to see you here. We missed you. We've missed you. Let me get back to drinking it because I got it. One more. Okay, here we are. I think the fireworks finally stopped. I did hear one or two little pathetic sounding little firecrackers last night, but hopefully we're over it. We're over it now. Got a big announcement today. The scooter's coming. Last I looked, it was on its way from Orlando to Melbourne. They found it. It was supposed to get here Sunday, so I will get that today. Try to assemble it, videotape the whole thing, and the beginning of a new adventure, I guess. So we'll see. Wearing a new T-shirt. I'm wearing a new T-shirt from Gary, and if you'll bear with me, I want to try to set a camera thing here. I want to go to that, and I want to turn that off, and I want to turn that back on, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. It's a new T-shirt from Gary, and it's a little logo on the front, but it's mostly on the back. I don't know if you can see that or not. Maybe. Anyway, it's cool. It's got Fred Flintstone on there, and it says, let me get back to the front one here. Hang on one second, and I get back to the front and see if you can see it. It's a smaller thing, and God, I can't even. The problem is it's too small to show. Get that out of the way. It's Fred Flintstone, and he's got a stone tablet in his hand, and it says F, Fruity Pebbles. Thank you, Gary. Thank you. Got this one yesterday. I like it, but I don't get to see much of it. It's all behind me. I think this was a custom shirt. I haven't seen Gary here this morning. I hope he's, Peter says he has the same shirt from Gary sent me, but in green. Okay, cool. I I'm going to put, before I forget, I'm going to put a link to Gary's store in the chat. And even though I'm not really on the payroll with Gary's little adventure, there's a link in the chat. I'm going to put his the link to his store in a description of these live streams and just leave it there from here on out. So to thank him for all the t-shirts he sent me. I got a closet full. Ran out of the hangers, actually. Well, thank you, Gary. Thank you so much. There he is. Gary's here. Thank you, Gary. Support him. He has so many really cool shirts. I'm not... I have shirts, but it's just not... I lost my enthusiasm, and Gary seems to have picked it up. And I think we all ought to support him. I see Rick is here. Okay. Let's see. I got my announcements out of the way. My scooter's coming. Everything else is fine. And Barry says, Gary, send me the back graphic. All right, let me get back to the chat here. And we'll try to keep up this morning. Who was first here at 7? Look at all the people bombed in at 7. Okay, first one in this morning. Who else? Lambs. But not followed by Robbie Autry. Followed DJ Pro. Wow. How you doing? Good to see you. And Rose chimed in real quick after that. Marla Kelly is here. Lucy Work is here. How you doing? We got Loretta Wallach all at 7 o'clock. Brian Airy, Patricia Butler. Peter, it's showtime. Time for Papa to clam up. I was watching this morning, Peter, and it was great. It was great. You were let it all out, man. Have a ball. You really helped to keep the chat going, and that's great. That's great. Kind of like an opening act. Chuck, how you doing? Good morning, Chuck. How are you? And Brian Airy again saying, morning to me. Josephine Beatwoman, how you doing? And D is here thinking for myself. And there he is, the real Dr. Nelson. Not the phony one, but the real one. It was great to see you in here this morning, Nelson. Just great, just great. Manda, how you doing, Manda? Good morning to you. Terry, hi, Terry. How are you? Michael Pregler's here. The gang's all here. Good to see you this morning. If you got any questions or any comments, anything you want to draw attention to, subject you want to bring up, put QQQ in the chat. I'm hoping to keep up with the chat this morning and maybe not get a half an hour behind right away. So let's see if I get through all these early morning good mornings. Gilream, I saw you in there asking, is this something new? I guess you figured it out. Yeah. All my friends have a place to go. Drink coffee, talk to each other, and hopefully be entertained a little bit by that video I put together. So great to see you here. Great to see you here. Danny, back up in Boston. Good morning, Danny. How are you? Good to see you this morning. As usual, Thomas. Thomas had to go play with his roommate's cat. Your roommate has a cat. Everybody's got a cat, except me. I don't. I'll have to get my pleasure from all from all of your cats. Gilream says, should we call it 4chat? That's clever. I like that. No, I like that. Clever. Feel free. Call it that if you'd like. Yes. Now we're into the heavy saying hellos. That's a question from Peter. Of course. Mitch, are you wearing a new Gary designer shirt? If so, can you show it? I did that already. I was way ahead of you, Peter. Dee thinks she likes that color. You know, a lot of people have said that whenever I wear a blue shirt. They said that's a good color for me. That's where Peter says he had the same shirt. And C.B. Carmack, good morning, my friend. How are you? And here's a man that you saw peppered throughout my morning introduction, Jerry Voitish. And you also noticed that I did a montage of people that had coffee cups and shirts from me. And Jerry was well represented there. So the same thing still goes. I don't ask for it. I'm not a big merch pusher, this merchandise store. But if you send me a picture of yourself with one of my shirts, I'll put it up there. It's on the website. There's a gallery on OldGuyCarnivore.com, and anytime I get a picture of anybody with a coffee cup or a shirt, I put it in there. And I used that in the video this morning too, so don't forget that. It flatters me too. Richard Williams, good morning from Copper Hill, Tennessee. How are you? How are you? Gary said, NOSLOW said good morning to me. Good morning. He gave you a nice plug, and I'm going to put the link to your store in the description of these morning live streams. I hope I don't forget. I hope I don't forget. Right. So we're going to just go down and try to keep up, because I'm less than 10 minutes behind at this point, which is rare. Now, I hope you ask me a question and get me going, and I might be able to say something brilliant or meaningful. Could happen, you know, so that's when I get further behind. But for right now, I'm just going to cruise the chat. I read all of it this morning from you guys. Relaxing, sitting out there. Did get a few puffs on a cigar. I didn't drink any coffee. This is my first cup here today. And YouTube, it seems, takes, I guess it's going to take between a half hour and an hour for YouTube to do the processing when I edit that first hour out of the replay of the morning video. The only people that might be confused are those people that watch the replay shortly after the stream ends, before all that processing can occur. It takes, I did it yesterday, and it works. It works. Chop the whole first hour out of it, so people who get the replay will get the part that starts at 7. But what I didn't realize was that for the first 15 minutes to a half hour after the stream ends, and I try to go into the editor on the YouTube studio to cut that out, I get a message that says, processing, please wait. So YouTube has to do some processing initially on the video after the live stream, and then I can edit it And after I chop that hour out, then it says, we will get to it sometime. And it's very nebulous. You know, like it may take an hour, it may take a day. But I did it yesterday, and the whole process took a little less than an hour. So if you want to watch a replay, I don't know how to get this message to those people, and people are going to have to figure it out. It's very simple. Just fast forward the video, move the slider up to the 1 hour mark, and that's when the show starts. But a little extra work for me every morning, but I so far I think that 6 a.m. thing is worth it. You seem to all be having a good time, and that made me feel happy. It made me feel happy. All right, back to scrolling. Lizzie, good morning, Lizzie. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. And Mason's here, and this was at 7:08, so I'm not too far behind. And Danny says, Mitch, boss of this closet, and Randy want to be back in Florida. Well, Florida misses you, Danny. And we've had our share of rain, though, that's for sure. That's for sure. Man, this is Mitch. I have 5. Holy mackerel. I don't, it's amazing. Our group does not seem to be dog people. They all seem to be cat people. And I think dog people is more common. I could be wrong. Maybe it isn't. But wow. Wow. And Mike Sealy got up. Hi, Michael. How are you? Good to see you. As usual. Scooter's coming today, Mike. Hopefully. In fact, right after this stream, I'm going to go back my car out of the driveway so that the FedEx guy can actually get that humongous box, which I guess is going to be, into my driveway where I can open it up and put the thing together. So look for another assembly video on that, and maybe some adventures. We'll see. See if I can't find some ladies to run over. Yeah, those memes are kind of a prophecy, maybe. I gotta get 2 of them. Gotta get 2 scooters so that Kiltsy can have one when he gets here. I love those things. Peter says, question, Mitch, are you still putting creatine and or iodine drops in your coffee? Yes, I am. I put creatine the iodine I do every few days, but not every day, and I'm slacking off that MCT powder a little bit. Like I said yesterday, if I have an excuse to not do a supplement, I would rather get everything I need from my food. I found out just painfully from cramps and everything that I just am not getting enough electrolytes in the food I eat. So I have to supplement that. So I do that. The creatine, it's still hard to quantify how you feel. It's very subjective. Do you think it really helps? You want it to help. But in reality, unless there's a specific symptom associated with the lack of it, and of course creatine is not an electrolyte, I seem to go with the thought that we all have creatine. Creatine is in most of the animal products we eat. Our body needs it. But the amount of it that we have in our system decreases with age. And that's why I supplement that. And I'm going to continue to do that. But for the time being right now, I take electrolytes, I take creatine, and a baby aspirin every day, iodine once in a while. So that's not too severe. I don't have a one of those pill sorters with 50 different little compartments in them, like people I know. And I'd still rather get the nutrition from the food, and I think primarily bacon, eggs, and beef is the way to do that. I'm high on eggs, maybe even more than beef. At least with eggs, you get the fat. You can't help but get the fat. The fat's in the egg. Whereas beef, you can trim most of the fat away, which is something a lot of people do. Thomas, didn't you see that? Didn't you see that? Yeah, there's many times you're portrayed in those memes with your hat. That's true, and your beard and everything, including the two babies, Let me see. I don't know if I could find it real quick. Yeah, here it is. Hang on a second. Hang on and let me do it here. Let me do it. This one.
I'm on the carnivore diet. Meat only. Only meat. What about fiber? Don't need it. I feel great. Sounds extreme. What about veggies? Meat has everything. It's natural. I don't know, man. It's a lie. Gerald, I just had the most brilliant idea. Oh boy, here we go. What is it this time? A farm-to-table pot farm. It's foolproof. Randy, that's the worst idea I've ever heard.
Yeah, so there you go. They're everywhere. There's a few of them, and I think even some of the panels you may show up in there too. So they're all in that video at 6 a.m., that montage, so keep an eye out. I gave you credit as well in the comments, in the description of the video. I gave you credit, you and Louis, for contributing. Barry and Gramma for the Barry for the memes, Gramma for the music, but you guys contribute, and you continue to do it. You continue to do it. And we have a birthday today. Happy birthday, Lizzie. We knew it was coming, and today is the day. And everybody says happy birthday to you. Technically, we want to be technically accurate, Tama, but I can imagine that along with the roommate and the cat will come some additional chores for you, unless you're strict about it, emptying the litter box and things like that. Aaron, good morning to you. How are you? Good to see you. And Kathy's here. Good to see you, Kathy. Everybody's saying happy birthday to Lizzie. Let's see. Amanda says, question, Mitch, how many drops of iodine do you use? I use 3 to 4 drops of Lugol 2%. Well, when we talk about iodine, Amanda, I think I hate to say you can assume it's the 2% Lugols, but that seems to be what everybody uses. I do too. I put 2 drops in. I don't have any thyroid issues or any symptoms. I don't have any symptoms of iodine deficiency, so I can't say whether it's doing any good or not. I just, every other day or so, I put 2 drops in the coffee, and I do it as kind of it couldn't hurt. It couldn't hurt. A little prophylactic measure. I think Peter holds the the world's record for
What are you doing?
Just adding my super strength.
That's iodine in coffee?
Almost there. Just a few more.
You're insane! Ew!
I think Peter holds the world record. I think you said, Peter, that you 10 or 20 drops a day. Is there a particular reason that you do that? Do you have some kind of a symptom? Is it thyroid? I don't remember. I know you told us. Let's see here. Liz is here. Hi, Liz. How are you doing this morning? And happy birthdays are still coming. I think I said hi to almost everybody. I am only 5 minutes behind. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Question. Mitch and Thomas, you two as the babies are my favorite. South Park version is pretty great as well. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Barry outdoes himself. He outdoes himself. Did you see this one that I think I showed it yesterday? I don't remember if I did or not, but we'll do it anyway. It was, he said, I don't know why this came to me, but I thought it was funny.
Kilty, you've expanded CNY fertility around the globe. What's next? Mitch, we've gone galactic. We just opened our first location on Alpha Centauri. Alpha Centauri, an alien planet? Show me the office. Here it is, the most advanced fertility clinic in the galaxy. We use cutting-edge tech to help families, no matter where they are.
Oh, if Kilty could get there, if he had a way to get there, he'd open a clinic there and probably do live streams from there too. Wow. Amy's here. Good morning, Amy. How are you? Always good to see you. You know that. And Sandy, I didn't say hi to you yet. How are you this morning? Only 30 likes, 92 watching. That's okay. That's okay. Not everybody is in a position to click that like button, especially people watching on like a Roku TV. I understand. And I'm not shilling for likes and subscribes and tell your friends and spread it around and fill up the chat. That's not why I do this. Amy says, believe that kilts would help all beings, including alien staff babies. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He's got a good heart. Really does. That's my main measure of somebody's worth anyway. Not their intelligence, not their money, not anything. Are they a good person? Do they have a good heart? Do they have a mean streak in them? It's a shame we don't measure more people by that standard. Question, Amanda says, I was just curious. I have had the left side of my thyroid removed, so on. I know I could sure use it. Well, Amanda, what did your doctor say? Did they suggest iodine to you? Did anybody prescribe it to you? Or are you left out there wondering it, having to research it on your own? I wouldn't be surprised if they told you, well, we got to take half your thyroid out, so you need to be on Ozempic and a statin. Because that seems to be the brunt of prescriptions written by doctors these days. One, either Ozempic or another GLP or a statin. It's very sad. It's very sad. Very sad. Aaron is here saying hi to everybody. How you doing? Retired Rick is here, I see. And Sandra is here. Hello, everyone. There's Retired Rick saying good morning. It's nice not to be that far behind. It really working out pretty good. It's working out pretty good. Amy, believe that kids? Yeah, I got that one. So now I'm pretty well keeping up. I hope I don't run out of chat. Then what am I going to do? To play some new music for you. I got new music from Barbara. A little different this time. A little bit more on the big band era theme, as opposed to the smooth jazz theme like the first ones. I love those. Those really are my favorite. I like smooth jazz better than I like the big brassy big band stuff. I love them. I love that though. And maybe I'll play one of them for you since I'm not really behind in the chat. But I'll answer this one first. Question: Hey, Professor Bossman Mitch wanted to share info on an interesting video Sean Baker made about cramps. I tried it, and it actually worked. All you do is swallow continuously. Crazy? He explains. Thank you. Thank you for... You mean you just... How long do you have to do that till the cramp goes away? I guess I'll have to watch his video on that, because that's an interesting concept. Thanks for bringing it up. Thanks for bringing it up. And let me play one of Barbara's new songs. It's only 2 minutes. We'll take a little brief musical interlude, and it's called Steak Tonight. And we'll have coffee.
The lights are low, the table's set, the finest meal you're gonna get. No fancy menu, no champagne, just fire and smoke and sweet refrain. The grill is hot, the coals are bright, everything's gonna be alright. When that ribeye hits the flame, life will never be the same. Hear that sizzle, smell that smoke, now that's no ordinary joke. Pull up a chair, don't be polite, we're having steak tonight. Everything's feeling right, medium rare beneath the lights. We're having steak tonight. Steak tonight, butter melting, what a sight. Raise your forks and hold them high. It's steak tonight.
I love it.
Porterhouse or New York strip, every bite's a little trip. Prime rib, T-bone, filet too. Pick your favorite, it's up to you. Friends are laughing all around, best aroma in the whole darn town. Nobody's counting carbs tonight, we're celebrating every bite. No bread basket on this table, only beef that's USDA choice. Hear the band begin to swing, everybody lift your voice.
I love this. I love this. Well, this is longer than 2 minutes. Well, why don't I turn it down in the background and we'll keep on looking at the chat. Well, let me turn that down and let it run in the background like that, and we will continue on the chat. This is great. Great music. I love it. Very few songs written about ribeyes in this world. I think this is the first time that I ever heard a ribeye mentioned in a song. Here comes the end. Wow, that was good. That was good. I love music. I love music. All right, where were we? Where were we? Jerry, what is the main reason to avoid seed oils? Wow, that is a well-traveled subject, Jerry. You can take animal fat, leave it set at room temperature, butter, tallow, lard, and it won't go rancid. And that is the main difference between any vegetable oil or an animal fat. Animal fats are also solid at room temperature, where most, if not all, plant fats are liquid when they get warm. It's a matter of oxidation. Oxidation is what happens when iron rusts or a fat goes rancid. When you put a lot of oxidized stuff in your body, an oxidative agent will oxidize things in your body, and that's not good. And hence the big pharmaceutical and supplement industry push for antioxidants. Supposedly gobble up what they call those free radicals, which are subjects or compounds wandering around looking to be oxidized. And one of the things that gets oxidized and damaged are LDL particles. When they get oxidized, it means they're forming a different compound because other things have glommed onto them. And many times what gloms onto them actually covers up their apoprotein, which is what identifies them in the first place as a lipoprotein. So sugar does the same thing. Sugar glycates a lipoprotein, which is, remember, like a little fat extract that's running around your body delivering all the good fats and cholesterol that you need. Well, when the liver, which is like a big warehouse that you've seen out there, an Amazon warehouse, it's got 100 different doors where the trucks back up. Well, a good example might be, if you go out there and buy yourself a semi-truck, learn how to drive it, go up to an Amazon warehouse, back up your truck to the Amazon warehouse, they open the door. The first thing the guy on the other side of the door is going to look at you and say, even if you say, I'm here to pick up the packages, he's going to say, who the F are you? That's not an Amazon truck. Get the F out of here. Imagine that's what your liver is like, because it's your liver's job to make sure that all of the lipoproteins, or the little delivery vehicles get filled up. But the liver has to know what the hell it's giving its precious cargo to. So it has something called an APO. You've heard of that, ApoB, APO little a. That's like a license plate. And a lipoprotein receptor on the liver is like the loading dock at that Amazon warehouse. It'll only accept a compound that it recognizes. And if that delivery truck, for example, even if it started out as an Amazon truck, got covered with graffiti, the license plate got stolen, when it backs up to the loading dock, they're going to say, get the F out of here. And that's what happens. And it will not be refilled. It will be oxidized, glycated. The apoprotein that identifies it has been glommed over, and it's rejected, and it goes out into the bloodstream. It doesn't have any cargo in it. It's shrunken down to this tiny little size. It's covered in sugar and oxidized things, and it's out there in the bloodstream trying to find a home. And it's so tiny that it can burrow through the artery walls and deposit itself, and that's where plaque forms. That's the beginnings of heart disease. The root cause of all of that crap is too much sugar and too much whatever that oxidizes. We're busy taking antioxidants to try to glom onto that stuff and get it out of the system, but it's a losing battle when you're eating nothing but seed oil. And seed oil is so oxidizable that most often by the time you open to take the top off the bottle of Wesson oil, it's already going rancid. You can't leave that stuff out. It's that's I guess a different way of explaining it, but I hope that makes some sense to you. Start thinking about lipoproteins not as cholesterol, but as the vehicles that deliver cholesterol, because those things are not water soluble, and in order for something to be delivered through the bloodstream, it must be water soluble. A lipoprotein, which is like a big boat, is painted on the outside. Here's a term you may have heard before, glycocalyx. Well, that's just a coating that makes something water soluble, because sugar is soluble in water. And that's one of the reasons that sugar is so important to our body in a non-dietary manner, in a chemical manner, because it enables things to get through the blood that otherwise wouldn't. Kind of a non-scientific explanation. So I hope that explains it. I hope I explained it. Okay, so now I got a little behind. See that? I knew that would happen. So let me race through that. But that's the kind of thing I want to do it. And maybe from a pure chemical standpoint, maybe these explanations I give may have a few holes in them, but overall, I've tried to always understand the dynamics of a system in general, and try to talk in analogies that people may be able to visualize. People tell me I'm a good teacher. I never trained. Nobody ever taught me how to teach anything. Well, I take that back. I did. In order to get a flight instructor's rating as a pilot teacher, I had to have a pilot get certified by a pilot from the FAA, and I had to take a certain number of hours of flight instructor lessons. Can't avoid teachers, I guess. Okay. Jerry likes the song. That was a great song. And I'm on my next edit. On my next edit of the 6 a.m. chat background, I'm going to put those new songs in there too with some new pictures, a slideshow, and the slideshows are not distracting. Some of the, if I put a video in there or a meme or something like that, but you people are not easily distracted while you're chatting. I've learned that I've learned that the hard way. We're talking about thyroid medication. I'm not an expert in thyroid because it's not anything I had to actually deal with. So again, if I don't know something, I'll be the first to admit it. and as with most of us, we may think we know a lot, but the enormity of what we don't know is something we have to admit. And most people won't do that. It's a shame when somebody gets to the point where they think they're a know-it-all. Nobody could do it. Not the smartest guy on the planet. There's so many things that we haven't even discovered yet. They far outnumber the things that we have. Amy wants to know, yes, Barbara. Barbara makes all those songs. I was really surprised. I got 4 new songs from Barbara the other day. Wow. Yeah, she's terrific. She's terrific. And we're in a big thyroid medication discussion, and I think that that's great. And Target Prime Rib says he was answering that question about seed oils to not get inflammation. I would think absolutely that's that's the definition of what causes inflammation. Sugar, glycating the red blood cells, causing your A1C to go up, damaging the red blood cells. Seed oils and sugars. There's a big controversy, Thomas, about which one of those is the most harmful. Some people make a case for seed oils being the real problem. Some people make a case that sugar is worse. I think they both harm us in different ways. I don't really have an opinion either way. I've heard good arguments for both because both of them do harm us. And it is a matter of reducing inflammation. A lot of discussion about thyroid. Still talking about thyroid. Yeah, now we're talking about the effects that thyroid medication has on weight loss. Well, no doubt about that. Thyroid and weight loss go, I mean, the thyroid and all the hormones are integral to weight management. I mean, for years, that was a fallback excuse for anybody that couldn't lose weight. They would proclaim, "It's not my fault. I have a thyroid problem." I mean, I heard that when I was a kid. So yes, they are related. How intricately and why, just chemically or organically, why it limits weight loss, I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there, but again, I'm not a thyroid, not a follower of thyroid chemistry. Fortunately, I haven't had to deal with that. My numbers, when I did get blood tests, were always the same. And Jerry said, "Thanks for the lesson with great analogies, Mitch." Well, you're welcome, Jerry. You're welcome. That's one of the basic causes of all of our problems. Oxidation and glycation. So I see Christy's here. I missed the first chat, but somebody said hi to her. It's Meeting Wellness. Good morning. Good morning. And yes, Amanda, it's impossible to know everything. That's a true statement. That's a true statement. A true statement. In my book, which I wrote 25 years ago, called Taming the Beast Within. Let me get a, since I'm almost at the end of the chat, and where is it? There it is. Okay, so I want to see if I can find a chat, find a little something that I wrote 25 years ago about that very subject. Might be hard for me to find. And it's about just that, about discovery and knowledge. And let me put it up here. And let me read a little bit. But let me look at my phone, which keeps dinging, and see what it is. Jane bought me a coffee. Thank you, Jane. Very sweet of you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me see what you had to say. Jane, good morning, Mitch. What a great way to explain LDL, the best I ever heard. Well, thank you, Jane. Thanks for your dedication as always. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. The thought. I appreciate the thought. Let me read this to you because we got a few minutes left here. I got to the bottom of the chat. Perfect. Perfect. The total of human knowledge accelerates at a rate described in orders of magnitude. An order of magnitude means a tenfold increase. As time passes and discovery builds upon knowledge, these leaps occur more and more frequently. We have indeed learned more in the past 100 years than in the total of human existence to that point. The next leap will not take as long. It's accelerating. Conventional wisdom, however, does not change in proportion to this newfound knowledge. Once entrenched, the tendency towards continuing a widely accepted belief tends to resist new discoveries and facts. In other words, awareness of new facts and discoveries must become widely accepted before conventional wisdom and ideologies change even slightly. That is a universal truth. And then I put down here, the most firmly entrenched ideology is religion, which accounts for the majority of disagreement and conflict amongst humans on our brief span of recorded history. The survival of the human race itself may depend on our collective ability to nudge those ancient ideologies towards the inclusion of newly discovered realities. Now I talk about discovery. And I'm trying, I don't want to read the whole book to you here, but I did, well, that's too much for me to get into here, but I talk about discovery and knowledge and how much we don't know and how long it takes something, even when it's discovered, to overcome corruption and agendas and propaganda, and we're living that right now. And 25 years ago, in this book, I described all of this. And how many times have you heard me say, consider the source? It's the second chapter of my book is Consider the Source. So it's not new for me to believe this stuff. And most of the things that I tell you, I haven't changed my mind in the past 25 years. And when I wrote this book 25 years ago, it was at the time a summary of everything that I thought I'd learned, and I still, other than diet advice I gave in the book, which was more of a low carb, because that's where we were back 25 years ago. I was going more by the Zone and Atkins and Paleo back then. Other than a change in some of the diet advice, I'll stick with every word I wrote in that book. That was 25 years ago, when I was 55 years old. Wow. Such a baby. Such a baby. All right, let me finish up with the chat here. That's what Eric Cartman says on South Park. I'm not fat, I'm big boned. Big boned. Ed Rose says, how is your day like, Mitch? And have you managed to go out for your walks that you need? No, I haven't really been walking outside a whole lot. I've been managing to get about 2,000 steps a day in, just doing my thing. I'm eagerly looking. I don't want to, walk with a walker. But my plans are to get off my lazy ass as soon as I got that little scooter. And as soon as I'm done with my morning live stream, next week I'm going to try to start a new regimen. And that new regimen is going to be scoot my ass up to the gym. There's a picture for you. Get on the treadmill. Get on the treadmill where I can walk as fast as I want and hang on with my hands. For my legs and muscles, I think discounting balance. Up to now, I've been focusing on balance, which may be wrong. It may not have been the right thing to do, but it's been the biggest problem I had. It tends to make me not want to rely on any crutch or walker or cane or anything, because I feel like I'm not focusing on balance. Balance is a problem that I have, but while I've been focusing on balance, I may not have been doing enough just actual muscle exercise without considering balance. And I think a treadmill might be a great way for me to really start ramping up the amount of movement and muscle use that I'm actually getting. Now, I still have the strength, and I'm still doing these exercises where I, no hands, stand up from a chair or a couch, and I do 50 of them a day. So as far as the strength is there, but I think just walking, maybe a mile or so on the treadmill, I'll see how and I'm going to do that next week. I could drive my car up to the gym. The problem that I have up there with the car is parking it, because there's always a bunch of people there for the pool and everything else. Whereas with the scooter, I can stick it anywhere when I get there to make it. So it really might help. But it's too far for me to walk to the pool, even with a walker. I don't want to walk with a walker. That's my stupid pride. It's like I don't want to get a handicap sticker for my car. That's my stupid pride. So starting next week, I'll be telling you about how some of this new exercise maybe speeds up my recovery a little bit. Amanda says, Mitch, I absolutely love that. Thank you for sharing with us. I hope you're talking about my book and not the music, but either way, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, Jerry Voiter says, great book. I think so, but the world, unfortunately, did not beat a path and declare me the next savior of humanity. And I was sadly disappointed when they didn't, but that was 25 years ago, naivety rearing its ugly head. Bob Wright, how you doing, Bob? Good to see you. And let's see if we can wrap this up. Mitch is the beast within. Actually able to be tamed. That's it. The beast within is our animal subconscious mind. And that's in charge. We like to think we're in charge, but we know better. We know better. Yeah, I can show you the gym, Brian. I can take a camera with me. I've already done that. There's some videos I made a while ago. I don't know how to find them, what the name of them are, but they're out there. Yeah, I can take a camera. If there are other people in there working out, I give them the courtesy of not making a YouTube star out of them. Yeah, Bryce says 100% on the treadmill. Yeah, I think they serve their purpose. They serve their purpose, but they don't do a hell of a lot for your balance because you're holding on. I suppose you could walk on them and let go, but I got to be very careful. I can't be flying off the back end of a treadmill. I'd really hurt myself. So, and I certainly can't go fast. I won't want to go real fast right off the bat. I want to make sure, like I have been all along, that I don't break anything. All right, I'm at the bottom of the chat. It is 8 o'clock. It worked. It worked, everybody. Little happy music. Thank you all for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Enjoyed seeing every one of you. I hope you enjoyed it this morning and enjoyed the 4 chat. Kevin says, thank you, Mitch. Learned some good stuff today. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. And everybody's starting to say goodbye. CB is waving. Chester's mom says, thank you. Brian Airy, have a great day, everyone. Brenda McIntyre, have a great day, everyone. And don't let your meat loaf. Thank you, Brenda, for that subtle reminder. We got to stop letting our meat loaf around. Chester's mom, compliment for Mitch. You are a good teacher, Mitch. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Danny in Boston says goodbye, everyone. Happy day. About 10 minutes after Mitch's show, I will be doing a live, said Jerry. Unbagging of Gary NOSLOW shirts and a gift surprise. Well, that's cool, Jerry. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't see you. And let me say good morning to you as well. So, everybody, when the party's over here, run on over to Jerry's house. See some more t-shirts. See some more t-shirts. Okay, my friends, it looks like we're at the end of the song and the end of the show, the earliest I've ever finished in a long time. Until tomorrow. Hump day. Panel day. Panel day tomorrow. We want you to come on in. Take the rest of the today off. And eat meat.